I love my mom. And maybe that's a weird way to start a coming out story. I'm not sure. But my mom always told me, be yourself, do what makes you happy, and the rest will just fall into place. So when I realized I was gay, I just told her. I was 11, and we were driving home from summer camp, and I said, Mom, pretty sure I like girls. They're just so pretty. And my mom was like, what are you talking about? I guess most 11-year-olds don't come out of the closet. So I told her about Danica, this girl who was in summer camp with me. She had short brown hair, big green eyes, and dimples up to here. And she told this ridiculous story about how Sammy Sosa was her uncle. And I pretended to believe her because when I did, she smiled. And when she smiled, I smiled. I'm like, Mom, I'm pretty sure this is love, right? And my mom was just like, no, you like boys. And I do. I mean, I like boys, but does that mean I can't like girls too? So I tried again when I was 11. I went into the kitchen while she was painting her nails and I said, Mom, Karen is my girlfriend. And I figured she couldn't ignore what I was saying this time because I had a girlfriend, Karen. Only I underestimated how much my mom hated Karen. When I was 13, I may have been going through a goth phase. I wore all black eyeliner, black nail polish, and these ridiculous black sleeves that went from my hands to my elbows. I don't know. And my mom blamed Karen for this. In a separate conversation, she'd been like, you know, you don't have to dress that way just because she does. I mean, she looks like a cartoon character. And so I'm standing here being like, Mom, Karen's my girlfriend. And my mom is just like, this is just a phase that you are going through, encompassing my weird fashion choices with my sexuality like they were the same thing. And she's like, you're too young to know what you like. Why are we even talking about this right now? And I'm standing there trying to be like, no, Mom, really, I'm gay, this is who I am, come on. And her husband, who's standing at the kitchen cooking dinner and is this Southern reverend, turns around and is like, you don't want to be like those people. Those people are going to hell. And then I'm screaming, and he's screaming, and we're fighting like we're always fighting, and my mom doesn't say anything. So I don't bring it up again until I'm 18. And we're driving again back home from school, and this time I'm driving because I'm an adult. And we're talking about prom. Now, this is not our first conversation about prom. I had been planning prom since the beginning of junior year. 2 years I'd been planning prom. My best friend and I had decided that we were going to have the best dresses, we were both going to have dates, and by the end of the night, we were not going to be virgins anymore. This is not what I was talking to my mom about. I was asking her if I should go and pick up Gail before the limo arrived, or if I should just have Gail meet me at the house when the limo was supposed to get there. My mom was like, well, what does Gail have to do with anything? She's a year younger than you. Gail's my girlfriend. She's coming with me to prom. And my mom, her first question is, are you still doing that? I went into a full-on teenage rant. My voice hitched up a notch. Doing what, Mom? Am I still gay? Yeah, still doing that. Just because I dated guys during high school doesn't mean I'm not still gay. I'm bisexual, Mom. That's what it means. And she's like, oh, okay. Now, I didn't know you were bisexual. You didn't say that. You just kept saying gay. You can be bisexual. That's fine. But then she asked if my school even allows that. Allows what, Mom? Same-sex couples during prom? Yeah, they allow that. It's the new millennium, not the 1920s, and we're in Chicago, not the rural South. I can take whoever I want to prom. But she says, no, I can't take Gail. Why not? Why wouldn't I take my girlfriend to prom? But she reminds me, she says, it's not just gonna be me and your sister and Richard, that's her husband. It's gonna be your grandma and your aunts and your cousins and your grandma's bringing her sister and those kids and the kids, and your dad's coming with his side of the family and all those aunts and uncles and cousins. And you haven't told them yet. Is that how you want them to find out? You standing there on prom night next to some white girl. Is that the picture that you want on my mantle for the next 10 years? And you know what? She's right. I haven't told my dad or my grandma, and that's not what prom is about. Prom is about them supporting me through this next phase of my life. During prom, they're supposed to be proud of me, right? Prom is not supposed to be about questions or weird looks. But I'm like, well, who else am I supposed to take? It's prom. I can't go alone. And right away, she pulls out of her back pocket, Braden, the neighbor boy who's always had a crush on you, without even thinking about it. Like, she already had this tall black man prepared to counter my short white girlfriend. And you know what? I take Braden to prom, and it's great. My family comes, we block off the whole street, taking pictures, and I do all these poses, and I get to ride in a limo, and my dress is great, and prom is fun, the food's good, the music's good, I get to dance and talk with all my friends, and at the end of the night, my mom comes, picks up Braden, and takes him home, and she drops off Gail to me. And then we go explore the city together. We walk all through downtown. The streets are empty. It feels like we own the night. We end up at Navy Pier, staying up all night watching the sunrise. So that's prom. I mean, my mom gets her picture on the mantle. I get to feel my family's love and support. And I get to stand ankle deep in the lake, holding hands with my girlfriend, surrounded by my best friend, watching the sun come up. And a lot of people can never figure out that compromise.